I'm loving for him, I'ma make it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Cut, cut, cut! Check, check, lucky.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
56.
On first down, Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves Creek.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Right there, 54 Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Hopkins should see a lot of targets, but he might be in for a battle this afternoon. He's got to go against Richard Sherman, and that is certainly no picnic.
And for years, when I'd watch Richard Sherman trying to get to the heart of what's made him such a great player on the corner, I come back to one thing. Takes very few false steps, and he gets that out of film study and understanding the receivers and the type of routes they can run against him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack receipt.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check, watch 54. 59. Let's go.
On first down, Watson. Rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. On third down, Watson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Quan Alexander able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
55
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
A 28-yard gain. And a 49er first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch gears, switch gears. Watch that.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Lock! Lock! Lock!
Get that ball.
On 1st down, Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, yeah!
Here we go, here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Bang, 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 bang.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot.
Flag.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw. Finding fouls complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down. Watson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Buying time to his left. It's complete to Fuller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Now a play fake here on first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 2nd and 10, Watson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Sliding out of the pocket, and it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I got you.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 41. Watch the run.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 50 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Niners 14, Texans 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right there.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Going up top for Miller. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson going deep here for Stills. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Tighten up. Pull together. Check nickel.
Two.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Angelo Blackson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now throwing on 3rd and long. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you call.
They've got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Here we go. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. 80. It's our time. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. To throw on second and 6, Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And it's complete to Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Match box, light.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Express. Hey, Haywood. Yo, Chief.
53, Mike.
Defense wins championships, baby. Tight dog. You ready?
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
54. Mike, hey, 734. Hey, Mike, 7. 54. Mike, 54.
Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Here's Carr to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Benson Mayowa It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Down. 694.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Go, go, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Carr completes it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the grab. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
15.
Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown run. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's going to rifle, and this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Taking it in from a yard out. Well, the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelce. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, it's Mahomes. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Williams. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 53 is mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Williams. Down right around the 25. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
80 weapon. 637.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
By the Chiefs. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Buying time to his left.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got it.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
6-18.
From the 24, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On first down, Carr. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Carr to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. 27 yards there, a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Carr, eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. To throw his Carr. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
180. Right there, 54. 93. 93. White Monday. Hey, dude. Shoot. Jim.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward rapid diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he's over the line. And
For a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Carr to throw. Tell you what, he's been able to put the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Carr completes it.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Carr. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
Travis Kelce, 30. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One final try now for Carr. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
I want to hide cheat.
Celebrates the Raiders are winners here as we say so long.
Shit that I made. Playbook I made. A playbook I made. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, I got a cousin playbook. A book I made. Yeah, I made it. You know what I said? I created it. Yeah, I created it. I think I'm a cheater. I didn't hear that's cheating. Hey, sure, it's in the game, shoot. You can experience what's in the game, shoot. You better check your options. That's the only thing I can tell y'all. Shoot. What's up, bit off? You want me tell you something, bit off? You want me to tell you something, bit off? I was just playing with you though. I let you come back, and when it was 28-14, I said, shoot, might as well let the man come back. Shoot, I was like roster. I was 14 for 14. So I said, shoot, I'm gonna take it easy on the little young fella, man. I said, I'm letting the man catch up a little bit. Hey, he got that little touchdown by luck, though. He got that on that last touchdown by luck by taking the lead. I said, hey, what Aaron Rodgers said, just relax, just relax. And Aaron Rodgers said, relax. Well, in fact, I didn't have Aaron Rodgers. Derek Carr said, relax. He said, I got it. Shoot. Oh, a grown man catch at the end.